Well, howdy, howdy, howdy. Nearly Senior Citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this another brand new day. It is the 29th of October, and I am getting this silly goose off of my lap. She's actually crawling around on the chair and on all my legs and then crawling up my abdomen, and she is a silly goose, but she's a cutie. She's been out of circulation for a couple days. It's been Cookie, Dr. Snurf, but she is back in circulation now. Hopefully, I'll be able to get another hamster here soon. I don't know. I mean, really, I don't know. I want to, but even $15 for a hamster purchase is a lot of money. So, I'm going to put her back. She's pretty wild, pretty crazy. You saw the way her feet were just kicking there because she couldn't feel the ground. That is why I try when I pick up my hamsters and move them around to keep their feet touching stuff. Because she was just all 4 feet going, because the ground was gone. And that's scary. So when I turn them and like put them onto my hands, I don't always get it, but I try to skirt their feet so that they can feel the ground underneath their feet. Even though it's my arm and it's moving, at least there's something under their feet. So they're not as scared. I mean, that's rough. They don't understand. They're perfectly suited, the hamster, for ground work. Problem is, it's not a two-dimensional ground burrowing world. It's a three-dimensional world, and hamsters, even though they're perfectly suited for life as little burrowing creatures, they are also designed so that when they want to go down, they ease their feet forward, and then they ease their nose forward, and then they just put their little paws out and their feet out, and then they slide forward and then straight down, and that turns them right into a line with their feet. Going outward, lined up with their nose, lined up with their spine, lined up with their back feet, so that when they do that, they go straight down in spinal alignment, and they go whap, nose first. And when your spine is aligned and you do that, it's like you're playing football and you're tackling someone with the top of your head. You compress your spine, you damage your spine, you destroy your spine, and in the case of a hamster, you die. So whenever you see, if you have a hamster and you see it trying to ease its way down, like pushing its little front feet forward, and then it's got its little nose ready and it's trying to ease itself to go woo, oh, please stop that little guy, or you're not going to have a little guy. I have lost so many little fellows through time when I just wasn't fast enough or didn't realize what was happening, and then smack. The latest one, which still makes me very sad, she was one of my favoriteest hamsters in the whole wide world, was a little hamster called Little Squeak Jr. And she was on my recliner, as she always was when I was downstairs, because she was so cute. She would cuddle up between my arm and my body on the recliner arm of my chair. And one time I was just letting her be up there like she normally would, and she started to ease herself down. I was foolish, and I quickly tried to grab her. And I scared her, and she jumped. Nose missile. Whap! She was paralyzed 100% for 45 minutes. Could not move. She lasted afterward, because after an hour, her body started to slowly move again, but she never moved quickly. And she moved just slowly and didn't do much after that. And somebody in comments said she probably hurt all the time from that. And it's like, oh yeah, she was probably in constant pain. And that just drove her immune system down, and she died. Wet tail. But I still have 2 wonderful little hammies. And even though Charvy passed on, I don't know how old he was, but he was old. He was older even when I got him. So even, it could have been an age-related thing, it could have been anything, but when his fur fell off and his skin got all crusty and, what is the word, scaly-like? I don't know. But finally one day, he just passed on, and he was active up until that time, but he was old, he was getting thin, and so he died, which they do. We live in a physical world, so thumbs up for that, and everything has a time limit on it. So, because we live in a physical world, everything, oh my gosh, falls apart so easily. Even things like here, I've got this on my tabletop thing here. This is what I take outside with me to go and when I want to just take puffs off a pipe. But if you take a look, this is silicone. It's come apart all the way up through there. Everything breaks, everything comes apart, so I have to be careful when using this to not move it, or it's going to continue tearing, and then it's not even going to work. I mean, it's flexible, it's silicone. So that's what I drag outside whenever I want to take a couple hits of THC for right now. So it's a good thing. Yeah, it's, again, I stressed because this is such a scary thing. In Washington State, it is not legal to smoke in any shape, fashion, or form inside of a rental home. I mean, I'm not going to store my pipe outside. That's ridiculous. I've got it inside because I'm not going to store it outside again. But if you smoke inside of a rental home in Washington State, you can get up to a $1,000 fine, 30 days in jail, lose your house. I ain't gonna smoke inside. But I will store my stuff inside and then take it out with me when I go, because I do have some pain control, not a ton, and it's not high quality. But you have to buy what you can buy with what little you have. It's okay. Hey, again, if it weren't for cannabis use, I would be wheelchair ridden at the very least, and probably bedridden. I mean, before I started using medical cannabis, I was using a walker to get around, and I could barely move my hands. And the big difference now is I was on 28 different meds, prescription medications for pain and such, and I was still almost chair-ridden. And I've cut out all but 5 milligrams of methadone and cannabis. And that's it. That's all I use for pain control now. I cut out 27 prescription pain medications that were slowly letting me become wheelchair bound. And now I can walk again. Like last night, finally I had to go Walkies, and it had been raining and raining and raining and raining and raining all day. Finally it stopped raining. I went out Walkies at 9 o'clock last night. Came back at 11. I was walking everywhere. I went around town a couple times and around another place. I did circles around stuff. I must have walked at least 6 miles. It took me 2 hours to finish walking around last night. And if I walk to Walmart and back, it takes an hour and a half, not even an hour and a half. It takes about an hour to get there, 3 miles, and about an hour to get back, 3 miles. So it takes an hour to walk 6 miles. And I walked for 2 hours last night, just walking and walking and walking everywhere around town. So it was good. I'm glad I did that. And I continue doing this. I got it to the point where when I first started doing this, I could do maybe 5 pumps on these. And now when I'm doing these, I'm not counting now or I wouldn't be able to talk, but I do sets of 40. And when I hit a set of 40, you know, I do 40 on that side, I just turn it over to this hand, and then I do 40 on this hand. Now again, I'm not counting, so I have no idea how many I'm actually doing, but then once I hit 40 on this hand, then it's back over to do another set of 40 on this hand, and I do that 5 times. I can do 200 of these in a full set for both hands. So that's pretty good from someone who could only pump these things 5 times with a shot before. And I do that a couple times a day. which is good. And I'm going to keep working this arm, especially. This one was my paralyzed arm, and it's constant use and cannabis use, I believe, that has had the nerves grow back as quickly as they have. Loud, isn't it? So I use that all day to try, and I got another one somewhere, but it's, as long as you got one, you just keep swapping, you're good. Now I don't know where I must have taken it into the, oh, no, it's just behind me. No wonder I couldn't see it. I do still a ton of exercises with these. I've got it set so, you know, I do like 25 of these, and then I swap it over to the other arm, and then I turn my hand over and I do them this way, and then I turn my hand sideways and I do them that way, and then I do these front lifts. I do back lifts where I'm lifting up the weight like this back behind me, and side stuff, and I lift up all over my head. And it's an 8-pound weight, and I never used to be able to do these things. I mean, I've worked with this on and off. I bought it when my wife was alive, and I was doing stuff with it then. But then I stopped using it, and now I'm gotten pretty good at it. It's quite amazing. Whoops, that was loud. Well, it's an 8-pound weight. Because for the first time, it's like, you can't really tell because of the lighting and stuff, but I've got like muscle definition along my arms and such. It's really weird. I mean, it's not weird, but, and then let's see if you can see I used to be able to, you could really see the muscles, because the muscles of your fingers aren't controlled by muscles here. The muscle, these things, this is just tendons and ligaments and connective tissue and meat. You know, there's muscle, yes, they control like your thumb here. But the main bulk of what your fingers do is down here. Grab your lower arm and move your fingers, and this is the point. This is your fingers working right down in here. So, I don't know why I mentioned that. As stated, I just ramble. Thumbs up for that. Bubble sorting my brain. And as stated, there are days you will not be able to change the whiteboard. Changing the whiteboard now just being a euphemism for whatever. Because yesterday I couldn't change the whiteboard. Today I did. Don't let it worry you. You do what you do with what you can. Just keep going forward. Do your best. Don't worry. Thumbs up for that. There was something else. Good golly, Miss Molly. Oh yes, in fact, I do want to do this. It's out of order, but at least I'm getting it done. Another pop open, be happy card. Hopefully this one is happy and friendly and wonderful. So we're going to pop it open. Down near my mic. Ah! Indeed. We can't do much about the lengths of our lives, but we can do plenty about its width and depth. Which is true. You don't know how long you're going to live. You can be the healthiest person in the world and be hit and killed by a bus today. You could be on the 15th floor of a skyscraper having dinner in a restaurant, and then from the corner of your ear, out of your ear, you hear the blaring of a horn getting louder, and you look, and coming through the darkness, flying through the gray of the night and the rain, you'll see this bus flying through the air until it comes crashing through the 15th story window of the restaurant, and you're killed by a bus. You could be in a bathroom at an elementary school and sitting in a stall, and then you hear outside the bus horn roaming the halls. You never know. It's really silly. I actually think that's an awesome idea. I've got a really stupid story idea built up on that. Just thought I'd share with you. Well, once again, I'm just rambling. I'm not talking about anything in particular. I'm bubble sorting my brain. It is 7:33, and I've only been up about an hour. So thumbs up. Thank you very much for helping me wake up, for getting my brain working again. It is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people for having left me comments on my community tab. Definitely a thumbs up. It is a range of 20 to 25 because even though I count American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, I still have fibro and more, and I get lost really easily. If I mispronounce a username, no disrespect is intended. I'm an American English speaker. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm just thanking you for having left a comment, good comment, bad comment, indifferent comment. Thank you for having left a comment. It is appreciated greatly. So, Chrome. We have Mercedes Day. Thank you very, very much. And Carolina, greatly appreciated. Martin Berglund, thank you very, very much. And Sabrina Nyan, I sure hope I'm close. Antoine Moran, thank you very, very much. Nerd Gamer, spelled with digits instead of vowels, thank you very, very much. And Kathy Kit's Cat, greatly appreciated. Brian Glenn, thumbs up, and thank you. Xavier G, greatly appreciated. Brooklyn Sulfridge, thank you very, very much. Davo Seaworth, greatly appreciated. Sebastian Ferris, thank you very, very much. The Me, thumbs up and thank you. And then we have Winston Hilborg and Daniel Ernst. Thank you both very, very much. Sarah N. Brandon, thumbs up. And Pandora NYC1, greatly appreciated. Inodog, thank you very, very much. And Conspo Lopez, thank you very, very much. Danny Espinoza, I sure hope I'm close, hard to say. Liam Moran, thank you very, very much. And Jarmy Vicious, thumbs up and thank you. Claude 5190, thumbs up and thank you. Been a while since I've seen you in the comments. Ego Layer 13, thumbs up and thank you. And last but not least, Nicholas Philippe. Thank you all so very, very much, as stated, to get me out of my head into the world, dealing with real people, and that is so important. Thank you very, very much. Definitely a good thing. Oh my gosh. Well, I've gone through that so quickly, it's kind of frightening. It is 16 minutes and 53 seconds. Well, let's do this one. It's been a while. I am partnered with HumbleBundle.com. Still, I've been paid once by them about a year ago. I've been partnered with them for like, what, 2 years now? And enough people have bought things to pay me once. So if you like PC games or iOS games or Android games, check them out, the link below. They're cheap, they're good games, they distribute, they actually make software too. They have game software, developer software, they have ebooks and e-comic books. If you like good stuff, and I am even subscribed to their Humble Bundle monthly, where you get a whole bundle of free stuff. Not free stuff, but you get a bundle of games each and every month, and that's very, very cool. Each time you make a purchase, there's a little slider. They give money to charity. It's a good thing, definitely. So if you use the link below, make a purchase, I will hopefully one day get paid again from them. It'd be nice. So definitely a thumbs up. Give them a check out if you like, but don't feel obligated. Only if you want to check out the software. Definitely a thumbs up and thank you. And of course, if you could check out my various links, I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com. One day I'm going to get that blog link down there as soon as I start working on it myself. Thank you, Brian Glenn, for having worked on that so very, very hard. And of course, if you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign or become a Patreon.com patron, like one of these beautiful and awesome people, that would be beautiful and awesome. But if you cannot donate, or you simply do not donate, I do take all good wishes. I deposit them in the bank of my heart, where I draw an address, so thank you very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a thumbs up. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be very cool. Greatly appreciated. I would understand if you don't want to, but if you are down with it, I will do my very best to keep you entertained from now until the literal end of time. Oh, I've got an air bubble in my stomach that's been trying to work its way up and out my throat during the entire time that I've been talking. Now it hurts. Yum. Of course, I haven't even been able to stand up straight today. I've got so much air from my sleep mask in my small intestinal tract right now that my gut hurts so much I can't even stand up straight. So thumbs up for that. At least I can breathe though, so that's a good thing. I mean, I can breathe. It's when I sleep, since I stop breathing while I'm sleeping. Ugh. Well, anyway, though, I'm going to hopefully have a game video, hopefully a game video for the game channel, hopefully a reaction video today. I've just been massively depressed these past couple days, and it's not good. But you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side. And that, my friend, is a very good thing. I've been actually thinking of having a farewell to the day thing that I add, but I don't know yet.